Hey guys, Touch coming at you on Saturday morning at about, I think it's about 11 o'clock. It's been a while since I posted a video, probably 2.5 weeks possibly. Had a bit of labor issues at one of our centers, so I got moved away from home for a couple of weeks, and anyway, I'm happy to be back and back in the garage and working on the projects. But today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the TR6 for a little spin, and I'm going to take a video on how to put a hardtop on a TR6, because I know there's some guys out there who have requested to have a little video of how to do this. So what I'm going to do today is take the soft top off. I'm going to make a quick run to my sister's where my hardtop is stored. I took it off last February, I think, to go to the auto show in Toronto. The car was on display there. And I'm going to go to my sister's. Hopefully it's I'm not going to get rained on, because I won't have a top to get to my sister's, and I'll have the hardtop on when I get back. So that's the plan anyway, so I'm going to make a quick video on how to put a hardtop on a TR6. Alright, we'll talk to you later. So the first thing I do is sort of just put the soft top up loosely, have everything unattached. And the first thing you want to do is you want to get access. There's 5 bolts across the back here. Just lift my window up. So what I want to do is I want to take this rear rail off the back, and you can see the bolt running along the back and in the corners. So what I want to do is I want to take this rear rail off, and we're going to do that first. I believe it's a 7/16 wrench. So I'm going to take that rear rail off. Okay guys, 5 bolts are out, and they're a special bolt actually. They have a pointed end on them, which allows you to find the captive nut a little bit easier. So anyway, they're out, and it is a 7/16 wrench. So the rear rail is now detached from the car. You can see it sort of swinging clear. You can see all the dirt underneath it that's been trapped. So the next thing to do would be to take a look at the inside, and you're going to want to remove these 2, and in some cases 3. I just don't have a third and never have. These 2 screws here on either side to get rid of the plate that holds the soft top to the body top. So that's the next step. I'm going to do that now. So to access that top screw, sometimes you need to fold the top a little bit to get this bracketry out of the way. So just fold the top a little bit. It'll look something like that, and you will have access. Okay, so these are the 2 screws holding the bracket to the tub. You want to make sure you keep these, because you're going to need these to put your hardtop on. These affix a bracket to fit the side of the hardtop to the car, so make sure you hang on to these. So the top is now fully detached from the tub and the rear of the car, so I've just sort of let it sit there loosely. What I'm going to do now is just lift it away carefully. You don't want to catch the side trim or catch the rail in the back, so you just sort of got to lift it straight up, and I tend to try to fold mine a little bit as I move up. Anyway, we'll give that a shot. Alright, soft top's off the car. Like I said, it's looking a little dirty under there. And we'll get that cleaned up before we put the hard top on. And here's the top off the car. So I'm going to fold that up, and we'll bring it inside for winter storage. Alright, we'll made it to my sister's place without getting too wet. It did rain a little bit. Got the rear of the car cleaned up. And I'm going to pull these 2 plugs out, which are the holes where the soft top or the hard top fasteners go in. So I'll show you. There's the hole. I'm just going to remove those, and I'm going to grab the 2 inserts that go in there, sort of distance tubes. Okay, here's what the distance tubes look like, and as mentioned, they go into these spots straight down. It's basically a spacer, so that doesn't crush when we tighten down the hardtop at the front. And I'll drop the other one in. And generally that's all I do. I don't put the side fittings on until I've got the top on the car, so we're going to do that. Here's my lovely helper today. My sister is going to help me lift my hardtop onto my car, so thank you, Andrea. Okay, the top is just sitting loosely on the car, and what I'm going to start with is I'm going to start trying to thread these 2 bolts here in the back and the inside of the screen. So those are the critical ones to start with, I think, and then we'll move to the top of the car, and then we'll move to the sides. Alright, that's where I'm at. So the backs are snug down, so the next is to move to the front, and we're going to thread the bolts up through here, in through those distant tubes, and there's obviously a captive nut up in the top itself. So there's one here obviously on this side, and then one here on this side. You can always tell a hardtop car because these holes are here. Okay. And we're going to do that next. I'm not sure if you got the last segment, but this is the the bolt that threads up to fasten the hardtop at the front of the car through the windscreen. So this goes up from the bottom through the distance piece and into the top, and it's a bit of a domed nut on the top for a bit of a more of a decorative look, because you'll actually see this once it's finished. Okay, the two domed head bolts are installed now in the front and snugged up. Sometimes you need to push a little bit on either the hardtop rearwards or move the windscreen a little bit forwards to line up the holes. So you got to be careful not to crack the glass either in the back or in the front with the extra stress that you're putting on it. So anyway, they can be a little bit of a bitch to get aligned, but this one seems to fit not too bad. And I've had it on and off a few times, so that helps. Alright, so we're going to move on to the side pieces before we snug the whole thing up again. Now, just before I go any further, actually I've got a few new pieces, or two new pieces this year. These are from Patent Machine, sort of a specialty supplier for Triumphs, obviously TBR, Rover, Volvo, Datsun, Austins. And he does a throttle body injection kit for these cars, which is pretty cool. But he also does some other machining of parts, including these little finishing plates that are for when you take the soft top fixing off and put a hard top on. These sort of clean things up a little bit. Otherwise you just have one screw utilized actually for this fixing point, where the other two are open. So the intent on this is to actually cover that up. Let's see here, I forgot the right plate, so this would go, I'll have to figure this out, probably this way. I believe something like that. So we'll give that a shot and we'll see how that works. It's obviously going to finish it up a little bit nicer than just the regular old one fixing point. Alright, so just for a point of reference, this is what it would normally look like using the one fixing point for this side bracket that fits up through the top, and there's a dome nut that goes in here to actually crank this side part down. So that fixing plate is supposed to just clean things up a little bit in here. So I'm going to try that fixing plate. Hopefully it doesn't move this bracket out too much, because you obviously want it to align with the side of the soft top. So anyway, I'll give the new bracket a shot and see what it looks like. So those new plates seemed like a good idea at the time, but looks like I'm going to need some longer hardware to be able to utilize that piece. So I've just gone with the standard setup. This is the domed nut that fits in the top of the of this peg to tighten this side down. So I'm just going to install that loosely, and then I'm going to move to the other side, and then I'm going to start snugging these down a little bit. Alright, okay guys, hardtop's on for the end of this year. I'm not going to take it off again, so it's now on for the fall. It's a little early, it's only the second week of August, but I probably won't be driving the car much. I'm going to try to work on the TR3, so I thought I'd get the hardtop out of my sister's garage and get it installed. And it's supposed to be at a show tomorrow where it's going to rain, so I figured it might be good to have that on as well. Anyway, just beat the rain. It's actually just raining now, if you can see the raindrops on the car. So time to get her home, and we'll talk to you later. Bye. One thing the hardtop's nice for is you can make it into a nice, the TR6 into a nice, comfortable touring car. It's a lot less loud, a lot less creaky. Obviously you miss the roadster effect, but you got the headliner up above you. But it's so much better in the fall when it's a little colder. It's actually quite cozy in here with the heater on. Maybe in the spring or the fall when it's a little bit more rainy. Obviously you don't get as many leaks or drips in through the soft top. So yeah, it's a different feel, but it's nice to have the hardtop. It's a pain in the ass to store it, and it takes about 20 minutes to put it on once you've done it a few times. So you need a bit of a helper because it's awkward, not heavy but awkward. But anyway, it's a nice to have, and it does add value to the car. So anyway, I'll just leave you with my drive home in the rain.